That's the problem in the Florida Peninsula.
Welcome aboard. Good morning, everybody. I believe today is the 23rd of August, Wednesday. Hello, Bambi. Welcome aboard.
60 meters. I do that during the winter here. It's the same way. You work the same guys every day on CW or so, and there's hardly any signals. But if you go to the FT8 frequency, there's activity there. So it's not my cup of tea, but I guess it keeps the spectrum alive and it gets guys on the air. So there you go. Well, very fine on the 4-6 elements. You're a real ham. I like having good antenna systems.
It's Trucking Guardian Angel. Good morning
well
to you. How are you today?
Wonder how much power you run on 6. Victor 51 Whiskey W8KA, over.
The KB7ARA net is going to start here at the top of the hour. Welcome aboard. I'm doing okay. It's been an interesting week with the fire and everything. And thank you for all the likes, Bambi. I was checking out some of your content, the Trucking Guardian Angel, and you do very good work. I just want to give you a shout out for the work that you do. Actually, I find it very interesting.
I've got recently one of the DNA Africa, not trying to learn it, but
I tell you what, the studying never ends, even after you pass it. Which one are you studying for? Oh, you're absolutely welcome. I'm not a trucker, but actually I don't know much about trucking. The only thing I know about trucking, I heard that if one Swift leaves a truck stop, you get 2 parking spots. That's the only thing I know. R0AXT, welcome aboard, Nick. Waving a hand from Whiskey 7 Juliet Romeo, Jim here in Medical Lake, Washington. If you have Echolink, there's a net getting ready to fire up here. Oh, nice. General. That really will open up a lot of the hobby, man. Christopher Arnold, I believe you're going to pass that exam. Oh my gosh, there's Travis.
And most of the guys, it's just the fucking multi-meters. They've got long
Guardian Angel, I'm a big
or
go home gal. Level 3. Alright. I'm at level 1 now. We were at the evac level 3 until yesterday. Good morning, Travis. What are you up to? No cream.
Well, good morning there, Mr. Jim.
Hey, good morning. I got a great copy on you.
Yeah, Roger. I had pretty good DX going on last night. That was cool.
Really? Yeah, DX has been coming in pretty good last couple of nights. What you get?
Oh, well, a lot of U.S. and then naturally our buddy Charlie Echo 3 Quebec Yankee just came in there and just covered everybody up as usual. That was cool.
Right. Well, the other night I was listening to the Maritime Net and he came on and it was just like whammo, there he was, and then he was gone. I was like, wow, that was a trip.
I'm going to be
I tell you
sending. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say something about his signal. It's just there, you know. It's like MIB. He doesn't even have to talk. You just know his signal.
Oh, you're 100% right. He I was live last night, doing it. I did it for a couple hours like usual, and I was only about 14 minutes into my deal there, and I'd call in QRZ, and I got these pile ups coming, and I'm like, man, I didn't make anything out of that, but I'm sure I heard cocaine. Like I was saying that in my head, and I said, okay, I didn't catch anything on that one. Let's all try it again. And all these signals come in, and all of a sudden, boom, there he is, and I'm like, oh, yep.
Crazy. So shout out real quick to the Trucker Guardian Angel. If you're not following her, Travis, I highly recommend it. She puts out some really good content. She helps out truckers. And I just want to shout out to her for the #1 gifter badge. I want to say good morning to Rue. I will have an amazing day. You too. Definitely. Oh, and thank you for the donuts. All right, back to you, Travis.
All right. Well, I went ahead and just followed her real quick there. That's cool. And I'm going to have a tracking number for you here a little bit later today. Well, not too much later, but after we're done here on the live, I got to get out and get my lawn mowed, and then hopefully it'll be the last time I have to do it. Hopefully, and then I'm going to go create a tracking number down at the post office for you. I don't think I'm going to send it UPS. I think I'm just going to go to the post office because I don't want to drive 20 miles to drop it at UPS.
Right. No, fair enough. It works. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I got the area all prepped. I just have to drive another pole into the ground, which I'll probably do this weekend.
Oh, good deal. And I'll be honest. I was worried about you. I was, because I went on vacation and all that, and drove around the state and blah blah blah, and then I was at work the next day after I got home, and on my lunch break, that's when I realized that fire was up there, and I was like, holy crap! And so that's when I texted you, and I was going, oh boy, here we go, and but man, I'm really glad to hear that went around you there and didn't affect you, because I was a little worried there for a little bit.
Yeah, all it would have taken is a shift in the winds, and I lost everything 3 years ago in a similar fire. So, but this time I was able to get home soon enough to at least pack up my radios, and then level 3 evac, and I saw that it was probably going to clear the place. I opted to stay.
Dennis, KB7ARA-R.
I opted to stay, so I actually just kind of stayed on the property through the whole level 3 thing, and they just lifted it to level 1 yesterday, and I think it's pretty much out now. But man,
Good
that was a
deal.
heck of a thing.
Yeah, and boy, a lot of people were badly affected by that. I mean, obviously, Medical Lake wasn't the only one that was affected. There's places all around, including Hawaii and everything else. And I'm, really, really feel for those people. I've never been in that situation, but man, I don't know. It's just rough. So yeah, go shout out to anyone out there who has to deal with that. That's yeah, not good.
Yeah, a couple ham buddies here locally that I know on the air have lost everything. But it's just stuff. They got out safe, and that's the important thing.
That's right. And everybody gets out alive, and hopefully with their pets and all that stuff there, and that's what matters. Everything else can be replaced and rebuilt. So there's that.
Okay, looks like we got Fib on board here. RIP to your shed power. So, Fib, did you find out what is wrong with his shed power?
Anyway, I'll let you clear, and if you have any perfunctory things.
Are you familiar with his shed and his power issues, Travis?
I am not.
So he runs his shack in a shed, and he got 110 ran out there, and it was tripping basically all the breakers from the house out to the shed, and then eventually it quit shifting it just nothing, wouldn't even trip the breaker, just no power. So I think that somewhere there's a short in the system, and that short has now turned into an open. That's just my feeling, but it's hard to say without being able to inspect every inch of that wire.
Yeah, that's correct, man. That's too bad.
What's your thought?
That's gotta be really frustrating. Um, I would be frustrated with that for sure. But it sounds like it sounds like to me there was a short and then a break in the wire somewhere now. Like you said, it's an open circuits at this point. So that's what it sounds like. I don't know.
The nice thing about being off grid during this fire, they did shut off the power for a few days, and everybody was kind of whining about not having power, but I wouldn't have noticed if nobody had whined about it.
That is one good thing about what you got going out there. That's for sure. Oh, and
That's what I would
one
probably do for this Viv. I'd at least get some solar panels out there.
I made a really good contact last night.
What's that, Travis?
I know the net's getting ready to start here, but I just want to say I made a really good contact last night with a guy, and he was running 100 watts and a Comet Charlie Hotel Alpha 250 Bravo, and he had a 5.9 signal. I'll just tell you that much.
Nice. Nice.
So,
Yeah, the band's last few nights have been really kind of fun and interesting.
yeah, they took an interesting shift. About I don't know how far into it I was, hour and a half, something like that, and it everybody kind of started to fade a little bit in the U.S. The signals were getting really weak, and of course I kept on plugging along, and and in my mind I thought, okay, here comes Europe, and then pretty quick the East Coast started to come in really heavy, and then right after that, man, within a couple minutes I had. Uh, oh man, I had Finland and Sweden and Italy and everybody else calling for me too. So that was kind of cool. It definitely did take an interesting swing last night.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. I'm probably going to set my 7300 back up today. It's still in the case. I'm actually going to make a video with the case on it because I got this really cool case at the Goodwill for $12, and it's perfect for the radio.
So how's that 718 treating you there, sir?
I'm really very happy with it. I'm just thrilled. I bought this from a local ham that I know, and this was his first HF radio, and he got it from his uncle who bought it new, and performs like an icon. Um, Other than some of its limited, no 6 meters and no FM. It's This is a great radio, I think, to have just in case of emergency. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. And the 718s are great rigs. I think they finally discontinued them like earlier this year or something after like a 23-year run or something like that. I mean, they have just been phenomenal rigs. Yeah, I've never owned one, but I know a lot of people that have, and they've been very, very pleased with them.
Yeah, they need to re-release it as like a 718 Alpha and have it come out with FM or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
with like
maybe the ability to change the color in the display.
yeah, with like FM and 6 meters in it or something, and upgrade. Maybe that's what they're going to do. I don't know because that's one of so aside from like the 7300, the 718 has probably been one of the most popular base station radios ICOM has ever put out. Um, I mean, it still doesn't beat a 7000. That's my opinion, but
Yeah.
they're still
Well, the
awesome.
718 the 718A could have FM, and the A plus could be FM and 6 meters, and they can charge more money and still have a lower price HF rig.
Well, because I think you can buy them brand new for like I want to say the last time I looked, they were like $600 or something like that, which really
Yeah,
is
they're $600 all day long, brand new.
yep, and that's super super cheap for a good reliable HF rig, brand new in the box. I mean,
100 watts.
man, oh,
Trying to see if I can buy the 79 Chevy Camaro RS. Cool.
heck yeah,
What antenna would you put on there? I'd guess probably if it was me, I'd put the Wilson 1000 for a CB. But a K40 would look good on a Camaro.
I think a K40 trunk lit mount would look good on a 79 Camaro.
At 79, you could even probably pull off a 102-inch whip.
Yeah, you probably could just drill a hole in the rear fender and put you a ball mount on there. Why not?
Can you pick your brain later on a setup for your minivan? Absolutely. Actually, speaking of minivan, one of my dreams I want to do, I might actually do it this next year or two, is I want to get a Sprinter van and make a mobile radio rover. How cool would that be?
I think that'd be awesome. And you could get like, you'd have like 15 different antennas on it. You'd have all the bands covered. Oh man. Yeah, you could do a lot with a Sprinter van. There's a lot of ground plane on those.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I go hilltopping anywhere I want.
My mother-in-law, she has I think it's like a 2010 or something, but it's one of those Toyotas. Um, Crap, I can't remember the model. Anyway, Toyota minivan, and they just look goofy from the outside. But she's got that thing set up, man. Like it's all set up for camping. Like she's got a little bed in there. Like she's got all this stuff. It's really cool. She got the back seats out of it, and that's what she drove over here with. And I was looking around inside there, and I'm going, man, there is a ton of room in here. And of course, as soon as I look inside of it, my mind goes, well, let's see, I could build a bench right there across that side of it, and I could have batteries up underneath over here, and I could put this antenna there and that antenna over here. I immediately thought of a comms van, and I'm like, holy crap, this thing would be awesome.
Yeah, the only minivan I really liked that I've owned a lot of was the Chrysler with the stow and go. When I owned my taxi company, I had a fleet of those, and they're I really like them. They're easy to work on, and they're but that stow and go is like the smuggler's compartments in the Millennium Falcon. It's just so cool,
Oh yeah,
especially when you got a cab company.
that's right. Oh, and the trucking Guardian, yeah, Toyota Sienna, that's right. Yeah,
All right. Well, I'm going to focus on the net, Travis. So you can stick around in my live, or you can bounce out. But I'm gonna transition over to the net.
Roger,
And
Roger. All right, man. I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna hang,
yeah,
and I'm gonna just probably mute myself and kind of tool around, and I might even turn the tablet on and check into the net. So I'll catch back. Like I said, I'll be here, but I'll catch up back with you in a few and mute myself there, buddy.
that's perfect, man. Look at that. There's Rob checking in. Perfect timing.
Hey, Rob, how are you this morning?
Perfect timing. Where are we at on time? We're time for some more
I'm
coffee.
good. I was having a little trouble. I was trying to get in by RF this thing, and I must have the repeater set up wrong in my radio, so I'll be checking on that this morning. And I am going to be getting in the car here tomorrow morning and driving to the People's Republic of Stokanistan to
Nice.
visit friends. So I will be RF tomorrow. You guys have a great day. This is Kilo 7, November Delta back in. Hey Rob, you have a good day, and hope you have a safe
You've
trip
been living in your
tomorrow.
Kia minivan full time
The
for the
rest of
last
that
7
week.
years. Nice. I've heard those Kias were nice too.
Juliet 7, Zulu X-ray Foxtrot. This is Mike Maricini.
Yeah, I've been
Good
in a trailer for and off grid for
Morning, Mike. How are you this morning?
years.
Very well, thank you. A little chilly this morning, though. I think it's 48 degrees at my house. My wife opened all the doors and had quite the
Oh,
breeze
hey,
blowing through. How about you?
KB7ARA-R. I was listening to you this morning.
Yeah, 59,
720.
I think it's everyone at the house, so I'll
Welcome to
just
my
go with that
live.
because I can't remember exactly.
How close did the fire get to your place?
Sign off here in a second and
Good morning
go for
from
my morning
Fairland,
walk.
waving in from Seven Lands,
Bundle up.
Washington State.
Thank you for doing the net. KJ7ZXF.
If you
Clear.
get Echolink, this is a great net to check into.
Mike, you have a
I
good
heard you
day.
checking,
Enjoy your
Rob.
walk. It's KK7 because I'm leaving.
Hopefully, I get to work you on RF tomorrow. I have a recliner for my bed. I love sleeping recliner. You know, that's not a bad setup. Yeah, I was in the level 3 area. My shack burnt down almost 3 years
I'm
ago
going to
to
do a
the
little
day.
demo here if I may, W708.
Let's see if I quit. So, go ahead, John.
S1MS is calling CQ.
Okay, you thinking 14652? Tioski. I have a President Madison. Nice. I'll be working tomorrow, but we'll work out the timing of it. And thank you for the follow. I did hear
one
that.
AFS beaming long path on 20 meters.
Thanks, John.
Like we're from Australia, was that where it was?
Voice of Miami. MBU. How are you? Good morning. Got your echoing going? We're doing HF on a KBARA net.
Let me go to the 3-2. Ask the question again.
Was the gentleman heard from Australia?
No, he's in South Africa.
I just read a really good book I would recommend.
Australia, but he near, I think near Cape Town, South Africa. Every morning this time he beams the long path over the Indian and Pacific Ocean. Right now he's about 10 over 9 on the meter, extremely strong.
Nice.
For those of you
That's good
who like
news.
working DXs on 14 and 200 and calling C2DX, most of the time people aren't coming back. This is a good opportunity. Anyway, that's all I've got. I'm going to take my morning walk now. Give me 7 over 8.
Thank you, John, and talk to you later. KB7ARA-R.
So is that a thing in Echolink? You could do a person-to-person call? Thanks for the follow. I did not know that.
Seven, 18K, 10, Spokane.
There we go. We got somebody. This is like watching somebody fish. Maybe after I shut down my live. Yes, I have a 718 also. It's my emergency radio. This is my emergency rig. I'll take the face off this one, but this is my other emergency rig.
I got W Whiskey Tango Julia, is that correct?
Yeah, definitely. That sounds like fun, actually. I was on the Echolink repeater, the VFO one, and I checked into their POTA net.
Golf Tango Juliet.
I've got that connected to a tri-bander. I think a diamond. I just can't remember. I did post a video showing it though.
Golf Tango Juliet.
That's a 5-5 that time, Ken. Thanks for keeping up.
Live free again. Welcome aboard.
Yes.
It's a really cool looking antenna.
I'm
I
sorry.
really dig it.
Anyway, I'm sitting out here in the back
I've been
porch,
running it
and
3
my
years.
tomatoes plants got watered very well over the day. They're looking very bushy. Everyone have a good day. I hope you can hear me. W7DJ back to you now.
All right. Looks like I'm getting solar. Good.
Good day, and I hope your tomatoes turn out well. This is KB7ARA-R.
W7 KBY Dave out of Georgia.
Hey, Dave, this is Dave. Go ahead.
Oh, by golly. We've got a nice clear morning down here. Nice and cool.
It is nice and cool.
That rain yesterday did the trick. Got rid of all the smoke, got rid of all the heat. So, that worked. For this morning, anyway, we're in Bat City. So, we'll just
I will not
take
do
it
CB
and
on this
go with
account.
it the rest of the day and see how it turns out.
I will do it on my other account, however.
By golly, thanks for doing the net, and everybody have a great day. Whiskey 7, Kilo Bravo.
Dave, you have a great day as well. And looks like it'll be a nice day here, man. This is KB7ARA-R.
All right, Rob. If I'm not here, I'll be on Echolink. Well, haven't you heard about the bird? If I see you liking this live, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So right now for CB, I'm just set up with a quarter wave antenna.
Kilo 7, Oscar Bravo, John and Hunter, in and out. Have a good day.
Good morning. This is Whiskey 7, Juliet Romeo, James in Medical Lake, Washington. That's W7JJR. Well, I was in the level 3 area, and fortunately, the winds were favoring me this time. Unfortunately, 3 years ago, they weren't. But yeah, I survived it. I'm glad it's over, and I'm just ready for life to get back to normal. With that being said, have a wonderful day. Thank you for doing the net. And I just want to say 73s and everybody out there listening, have a wonderful day. This is Whiskey 7, Juliet Romeo. I'll be clear back to net.
And you take care, hopefully it have any damage to your property. This is KB7ARA-R.
All right. Time for Echolink. Let's get caught up on my comments here. I apologize. Radio got in the way. Where is the word? I remember that. Good morning, Marty. KE4CMP, welcome aboard.
WRQ, that's the camp.
Took you a while to figure out who Junkyard Radio was. It's actually just Junkyard Radio. Get it? JJR.
Good morning, Betsy. How are you this morning?
France, hey. Hi from VK2NRC.
Okay,
Hello to
Dave,
you.
just looking
Doggy.
at the
Welcome
angels
aboard.
here. I think we have
Thank you for the follow.
about 3-3 in the Spokane area. Farther up north, it
I
was
like it too,
more and
Bambi.
more like almost an
All
inch,
right,
I
got
think,
it.
which is just a ticket. So, net tonight, I'll be hosting the net tonight, and we'll go over what we did at the annual meeting.
So the point
And
of the
that's
Junkyard
at 7 o'clock.
channel
All are welcome. So thanks for doing it, man. I appreciate it. 7 WRQ.
is radio and other stuff.
Good day. I'll try to catch the meeting tonight. Get old, so I can have a hard time remembering. Anyway, you take care and talk to you soon. This is KB7ARA-R.
Well, I almost got the radio call sign of Wedge in the Navy, so I thought it was cool until I understood what it was.
Good morning.
Blunt instrument. Oh, here we go. Tim.
November 6th, Juliet X-ray, November 10th, Spokane. Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Annette. I have no traffic. Descent 6, JXN. Yeah, we're not working too hard. Take care of yourself. KK7, that's exactly right. Well, you take care also, and 6 JXN.
Nice.
Standing by.
What was your rate? Hold on, let me guess it first. I'm gonna say a DC, damage control. OS. Boy, I was way off on that. Cool. Did you go to BEE? Or did it even have it back then? I was a hull maintenance technician, HT.
You take care of what you work with. That's exactly better.
BEE. It's a class that they offer. Actually, they sent me to it before I even went to A school.
To the KBSA Alpha Golf 7 November Alpha, Jerry Woodinville. We'll just be in and out this morning, 73. Hey, Jerry, take care and have a good day. KK7 exactly about. Whiskey 7 Tango Victor Sierra checking in.
Oh, there we go. The voice of Belt, Montana. Had no idea what he said.
My name is Travis, and I'm in the town that holds your pants up called Belt, Montana.
There we go.
Excuse me, Travis. For some reason, I just don't recognize your voice yet. No problem at all. No problem at all. Anyway, I'll make it real quick here. You shout out to everybody there who had any trouble with the fire. I feel for you over there. So, give you my prayers and thoughts and all that good stuff.
Appreciate it.
Hope everybody's okay. But, and than that, beautiful day over here in Belt. Going to be about 80 degrees out. Sun's shining. Might have some thunderstorms a little later. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I will let it roll. And hope everybody has an absolutely wonderful day out
Yes,
there.
I'm on Echolink. Well, not
And we'll
currently
catch
at
you
the
next time.
moment,
Thank you very much for checking again. Whiskey 7 Tango Victor Sierra in Montana.
but I do have Echolink.
As you take care, have a good day. KB7 ARA-R.
W7 can again with a relay. Whiskey 7 Golf Tango Juliet.
Okay, is he just checking in, or does he have something for the net?
KB7ARA-R in Grand Coulee was trying to check in. Also, the Echolink is down. W7
Active program 157. I think you meant 14738.
What's your name? I lost my phone in thought this morning.
Yeah, pretty decent machine. You more likely find with Simplex, however.
7, Quebec Papa. This is Frank. It's from Kent Valley. I'm in and out. That's Alpha Golf 7, Quebec Papa.
Steve-O, good morning to you. KF7 VMD in Utah. Ash, welcome aboard. If that would hear the voice of Miami check in too, that'd be cool. Still got a half an hour. 20 meters is not wasn't not quite there, but it's coming there. But I haven't checked it in about 40 minutes. I think 20 is going to be pretty amazing today. Yeah. W9DCQ.
Thank you, Dave. Everybody, Daniel, Georgia, I've really been surprised. They're still manipulating the price of gold and silver. They've got it.
It'll come. It'll come. I think this winter is going to be off the rails. I'm really kind of looking forward to that. It's kind of weird me saying I'm looking forward to winter. 7-3 to you. Thank you. Thank you for the rides.
For more information about KBAR, please visit the website at www.kbara.org.
I'm running in-fed half-wave dipole. Yeah. Yeah, I can show over your driveway. I work Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursday, Fridays. Well, here's what I say about dipole antennas. Somebody once told me, it was a long time ago too, before the internet, that every time somebody buys an antenna, Marconi rolls in his grave. So I don't know if that's true or not, but I started in radio not understanding antennas at all. And once I figured it out, which was pretty quick, I, I of course had no money for radio because I was just a kid. So once I figured out I could go on out of this before, it was on like Donkey Kong. Yeah, I think we've talked on 2 meters before. One of my future projects is I would definitely love to build a hex beam. Yeah, let's go back to 20. No, and this is a good area for radio.
You preempted me. 46 degrees up there, Bob. Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
I just got so many radio projects I need to do.
For whatever reason, I don't hear him today. Anyway, yeah, you're doing a great job. You know, the market for houses, it varies from town to town, city to city. Like San Diego, it's extremely high because it's a very beautiful, fair weather place to live. If you want to live,
if I remember correctly, you're at Shellback.
Yeah, that was the qualifier I was going to make, Tim. Well, the banks are teetering right now.
Whiskey 7-Oscar-Echo in the comment.
Financial system's teetering. I just don't want to work out of the financial circle.
My morning walk, for the last couple of days, it was terrible smoking. My voice was hoarse, raspy. Now my voice is back to normal, and there's no smoke in the air. A little bit of rain that we had, I think, got 2.6, if I remember right. Or maybe it's got 2.8.
That's right.
Trimmed it up, so good morning walk is going great. W708.
Financially,
Good to hear that. It's nice to see his smoke is gone. So good to get that there, and thank you.
I don't think we're allowed to talk about that on TikTok, actually.
Following the news, a lot of people lost their homes due to the fire. One guy, a 2-year-old man, lost his life. So it's a disastrous situation. W708.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I didn't hear about the gentleman that lost his life, so I heard about all the homes that were lost, which is really sad.
It's a bad situation. Anyway, I lost my house in a divorce. I don't know if that is quite as bad.
No, it's not as bad.
W708.
Somebody who's lost houses and divorces and fires.
It wasn't even my half of the house at the time, 2007. I got Microsoft stock because my wife had bought a whole bunch of that, and that's gone up pretty well. So I came out okay on that, but at the time I didn't think it was a fair deal, but now it is a fair deal. Anyway, I'll let you get back to running the net. Whiskey 7 Oscar Echo, pedestrian mobile with pedestrian comments.
So I've been thinking. Bummer. if I got a boat and I put my radio on a boat, that be maritime mobile, or does it have to be underway?
N6GXN relay.
Hey, how you doing?
N6GXN, I have a relay for Dawn. That was N9. Oscar Hotel Golf, Dawn from Ione. 11 Washington, N6GXN. Yes, sir, I appreciate it. KB7, Echo Left Lima.
If I daydream about Radio Shacks. I love his call sign. Like in a cockpit of an airplane.
The weather's improving. It looks like it's going to be a nice day. I got about 3 more days to finish getting the wood in. So that gets to be a boring project, but it needs to be done. So WA7LOV, thanks for doing the test. Welcome, sir. You take care and don't lift too much wood at one time. KK7 Echo Back Lima.
I have a comment directed to Cyril, if I may, W708. Anyway, WA708, I always like to say, you know, you've heard the term love is in the air. Well, when I hear you, love is on the air. W708.
Once I
Well,
saw
John, thank you for the comment.
ham radio tag, I connected to
Morris
the
Code
CB radio.
Academy is always appreciated. You have a good one. This is WA7LOV, and I'm out to the
Well, the difference between 10 and 11 meters is so minute. They're kind
They're
of
more
one.
CW, but there aren't a lot of stations on there anymore. And the ones that are on are really slow speed. And anyway, that's the way it is. W708.
I really like 11 meter. How's the weather in the Caribbean? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, it's cool. Like, I like working South because that's literally like the opposite side of the planet. Yeah, that is true. An amplifier would make no difference in reception, unless there's something wrong with the amplifier, of course. And the preamp does help. Personally, I don't prefer the preamp because then the signal you're seeing is not the actual signal, so the reports are inaccurate.
Kilo 7 November Delta. Awfully slow this morning out here.
Rob, welcome back, Rob.
I think people still on vacation, or so they've gotten out. I'm not sure.
KQ4 CPR, cool.
I heard somebody say that
Good morning,
they lost
Zachary.
their home in a divorce. Hopefully they kept the tires underneath it. Kilo 7 November Delta. That's enough. Good one.
The real estate prices today That's about all you can afford is a house with tires underneath it. W708.
Hey, what's wrong with that?
Anybody else have any house comments?
First house I bought in 1976, and I paid $19,000 for it. Boy, that's the good old days. Anyway, let's continue on with that W708 pedestrian mobile.
Well, this KB7 after that, we know.
Hey, what? Handy when a fire comes along.
Big Shakes that comment. I used to watch house on TV. Does that count?
Anything with the word half in it sounds good.
Never mind. It's 6 Shakes it.
Yeah, that was a good show. I watched it all the time.
Yes,
Kind of a great
he did say
program.
mobile pedestrian.
A physician who was actually a drug
I think
addict
that's a
as
little
well, but
tongue in
he
cheek there.
gets through life. W708. A student at WSU, we had a basketball player, and his name was Stuart House, and he was 7'2" in height. I think he got drafted to the NBA, but didn't last very long. W708.
Well, that's what I was saying, you know, like let's forget about the tires under your house. Let's say I had an old 737 fuselage, a 737 fuselage, and the cockpit just make that the shack. You know, rack in the back. You know, no big deal. You know, you were in the Navy, I was in the Navy. It doesn't take much to sleep the sailor. Could I be an aeronautical mobile? Or if I did the same thing with a boat, if I put a boat out here, I do have a pond I could put it in, but that'd be kind of almost silly. Actually, it would be silly. But would it be nautical? Oh, I'm a little sad about my coffee, but every problem has a solution. I'm gonna order some today. I ran out of my home brewed coffee. I used to have a 718, loved it. Should I have kept it? I have the AC. Nice. I just acquired the 718. Actually, I was going to meet the ham I bought it from, a personal friend of mine, Friday when the fire started, and I was like, I better, and I had to wait 3 days. That was so frustrating. It's like Christmas comes along, your parents say, oh, we're now celebrating it on the 28th of December because we've switched religions or whatever. It's the only non-ICOM radio I have for the most part. You know, I got the Bofang, of course. It's a brick, but I'm not in love with it. But it's a brick. It's a solid FM 2 meter rig, and it's not the radio. I'm not in love with it. It's just, but yeah. My email and my QRZ is my phone, and I see why I do that thing. Man, I've done nothing with DMR. I actually have D-Star capable radios. I do nothing with D-Star yet. But yeah, shortly after my live, I'm gonna release a video on this 7300 and the case I got for it. And the evacuation of my radios actually went pretty smoothly. And I read the 706 the whole time we were on level 3. I definitely appreciate the likes, Bambi. Well, where are we at with the net? Come on, TikTok land. Somebody out there's got to have Echolink. KB7ARA-R. Well, they don't always get evac'd. They did not get evac'd 3 years ago. It's all about time. Animals first, and if I got time, it goes pretty quick. And different levels of evac. You know, sometimes you got 10 minutes, sometimes you got 5 minutes, sometimes you have 30 seconds. If it's 30 seconds, one of the radio that's going with me is my Bofang. All radios. But no matter what the situation is, I do have one rule in radio. I try to make one contact a day, at least. And that's why I like this net, because I can check. Good news is I'm not about minimums. Took the dogs and came back for a while. Yeah, my dog survived the last fire. Thank heavens. Unfortunately, he did not survive the coyotes. 13 years, good run. I'm not ready for another dog. And Zero, FIR.
with another comment.
Welcome aboard.
Comment.
It's going okay. Survived the fire.
My morning walk is 2 miles. I go on Wellesley Avenue to Liberty Lake turn off, and then I go back. But I always see a lot of beer cans and those little small 1-ounce liquor containers on the side of the road. One thing I've noticed, I used to see a lot of Bud Light, but now all I see are Coors Light or Michelob Light or Keystone Light. I haven't seen a Bud Light for quite a while. W7OE.
Haven't you heard of Budweiser? What happened to them?
People could be there thicker after alcohol sometimes. My observation as a pedestrian with a pedestrian comment. W7OE.
Medical Lake Fire. What do they call that? The Gray Fire, I think. It's a Medical Lake, Washington. I spent 3 days under level 3 evac. It was it's hard to explain what it was like. Just so familiar and
I wonder if you have not checked in yet.
yeah, it just blew right by basically the property. Like if the winds would have shifted, it would have been out the backside. Yeah, yeah. This is a nice rodeo, so you probably understand what I'm talking about.
Well, sounds like the net's about wrapped up.
Yeah, I think so. I actually forgot what was going on. I was thinking about this, the fire just blew through here, and it's just, I don't know. Have you been through experiences like that, Travis?
I was on a wildfire one time fighting it when I was like 18 years old, but I've never had it like close enough to my house to have to worry.
Yeah, one of the jobs I had took me in the dealing with things in wildfire, and I've been in areas where, the plastics on your vehicle are melting. um it's just weird, it's weird.
Yeah, I can imagine that. That's I know quite a few people have had that same experience, but I've never quite been there, so I don't know.
Yeah, I did 20 years in Wenatchee, and we were prone for fires.
KB7OWX and KB7OWY.
This is on
Hello.
Echolink. Echolink. KB7.
Low audio, but I can't tell what you said. But anyway, just checking in. Look in here.
What do you got?
I'll have a couple more. I don't know if you keep count. But anyway, I would give you a happy day there. It'll be out KB7OWX and Y. We'll be clear.
Okay, you two. Liz said good morning, family. I hope you guys are doing okay. And staying safe. This is KB7 Echo Back Lima.
Yeah, it is scary. And you just kind of know when you're safe and when you're not. And I felt safe throughout the whole experience, so
Everyone, this is last call to check in.
So Kilo 7 Hotel November Yankee. This is Bruce in Fairfield. I'll be in and out. Thanks for running that at KK7HNY.
Well, thank you, and you have a good day and take care. This is Echo Back. KB7 Echo Back Lima. I'd like to check in.
I guess that's it.
Last call, second time, last call.
I don't know if I have the bandwidth for this, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna fire up my Echolink.
Anyone else? I will close that on the app, and we have 30 people checked in this morning. Everyone have a great day. This is Net Control KK7. Echo Back Lima. Signing off on the hour.
All right, well, I guess that's the net. And I just want to tell you about one cool contact I had last night, and then I'm gonna probably get the heck out of here if that's all right with you, Jim.
100%. You got it.
All right, so one guy, I finished up my QRZ stuff, let the dogs outside, and then I thought, yeah, I'll go back down there for just a little while and roll around on 20. And I made a contact with a guy in Belgium, And I thought the call sign sounded familiar. And first key up, bam, got him. And it was very interesting. And he's like, I remember you. And I said, okay. And I didn't see him in my logbook, but I had him in my logbook as stroke 7. So, or I think it was stroke whiskey 7. So here a couple months back, he was actually him and his wife were portable in Utah. They were touring the US. And I actually talked to him on 20 meters. And then last night I talked to him at his home QTH in Belgium. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That is very cool. And that's how remote friendships occurred before the internet existed.
Well, that's exactly right, and it's the little things like that that just, it just put a smile on my face, man. It was just awesome. Like, it's like, wow, that is really cool. Like, I had him at like a 3-5 when he was in Utah, and then he's like a 5-9 out of Belgium last night. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff.
It is very cool stuff. Well, cool beans, Travis. Yeah, and if you're in my live and you're not following Travis, I highly recommend it if you're interested in radio.
I appreciate that, sir. And I need to post more content, but I've kind of been vacationing a little bit, so I haven't posted a lot lately. But anyway, there you go. So, alrighty, well, I think I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get out here, get the lawn mowed. I'm going to get that antenna broke down and packaged up, and I'm going to mark. I know I got a Sharpie around here somewhere. I'm just going to mark it where a thing has to go together. I'll get you a tracking number here a little later today, and all that good stuff. So anyway, that's my plan for today. And I'll probably go live again tonight, doing some more fishing on 20 a little bit later this evening. So I know you got to go to work tomorrow, but I
Yeah.
I don't know what time I'll start, but we'll see what the heck happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I might be around, might not. Who knows? Well, cool. Well, one things I got to say about some of your content is I really enjoy the barbecue contents you put out there, especially the ones that are showing the meat. So yeah, thank you for putting that up there.
Oh, absolutely. And I feel like a dummy because I should have, when I was over in Polson, I should have started that when I was cooking those steaks. I guess you guys saw the corn on the barbecue and the aftermath of the steaks, but not on the grill. Those were big old, those were like 1.5 inch thick T-bones. Those were actually from a local ranch right here in Belt, all 100% natural grass fed beef. Very, very amazingly good stuff.
Nice. Well, my favorite cut is this what they call a Spencer rib steak.
Never heard of her.
It's like a ribeye but better.
That's fair enough. We were actually trying to get ribeyes, and they didn't have any left. So they're working cattle right now. So it was hard to even be able to get a hold of them to get up there and get some meat from them at all. But um, they said, well, we got these T-bones here, and we'll give them to you for the same price as the ribeye since we're out of them right now. And I said, all right, well, we'll do that. But yeah, I need to make more barbecue content too. Maybe I'll barbecue tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you can start a barbecue TikTok channel.
I probably should. It'd probably take off.
I'd subscribe 100%.
All right, my friend. Well, I'm gonna get some jeans on and some boots on and get out here and get to work before it gets hot and get
Oh,
some stuff done. Like
7-3,
I said,
man.
yeah, absolutely, brother. And I'll shoot you a tracking number here in a while. I'm gonna send it to the address that you sent me there, for postal
Cool.
service if that works.
100%.
Fantastic. All righty. Well, appreciate you, man. Thank you for letting me in the live, and pleasure as usual on my end. So, 73, everybody, from Whiskey 7 Tango Victor Sierra in the town that holds your pants up called Belt, Montana.
7-3, my friend. Yes, that is Travis, my good friend. Thanks for coming in. I definitely appreciate you and your content.
You as well, sir. Have a good day.
All right. So I got my Echo Link running, everybody. But I am going to shut my live about 6 after. A quarter after, I'm going to shut down. Appreciate everybody who came in, put up with me not getting caught up with the comments. I'm going to do that now. Well, James, since I've looked you up, I am KD5DCJ, Southeast Missouri. Show me state. Welcome aboard. And Spencer, definitely appreciate it. J-Rod. It's been a while since you've been aboard, J-Rod. Definitely welcome back. And Bambi, of course. I definitely like all the likes. Let's see what we can find on 20. I don't know if, Danny, if you're still with me. I definitely appreciate you being aboard. That's usually pretty good right about now.
What's wrong with ethanol? Because your engine. Well, not the engine particularly. It's the related components to the fuel system. Well, I remember when they first
Appreciate you
started
being here,
using
Bambi.
ethanol and gas, the hoses and stuff they used, they just all got soft and rotted out after a few years. They don't do that. They don't use that kind of stuff anymore. They haven't for years. That's the story. Of course, there's no other story to listen to. So, you just do your best. There's some interesting additives you can run that just kind of keep your fuel system safe. From sometimes there are some accidents that happen at the refinery level that nobody talks about. That you get a bad run of gasoline here and there. Kind of out of our control. So a little additive adds to the price, but I think and I'm hoping that the payoff is there. Well, the chance I used to think that all gasoline was the same, and it definitely is, except for Dr. Gas and Google's Dr. Gas was originally, I think, thought of the idea for having a special gasoline for higher performance cars to run cleaner, especially injectors, was I think a Mercedes idea. And I think Mercedes, BMW, a number of the European car manufacturers got together, and I believe now some of the American ones too, and came up with a set of criteria. And in order to certify a gasoline as top tier gas, it's got to have all these extra additives, or a certain percentage of the extra additives. I haven't looked at the formulation, but it is a requirement. I test to go around and test it every once in a while to make sure the companies that they've certified are actually doing what they say they're doing. Oh, I know. There's
It's a fact.
that's why
There's a difference.
pretty well counted. But what
I can
happens
tell you,
now?
if I put regular gasoline in my vehicle,
Nobody really knows for
I pay
sure.
the price.
You'll always get a kind of a cranky mechanic to go what he considers to be the beans on fuels for off-road vehicles through my tractor. And stuff. There's a lot of horror stories about that. That's what you can do. We really can't afford to ignore the fact that they're big the road tax.
So, 5 minutes left. 5-minute warning, everybody. That's not what I was looking for. So I will continue.
No se puede detectar algo normal, pero son especialistas y que vamos a ver. Y para otra semana tengo, no para la primera semana de septiembre, tengo la vista al doctor de la columna ahí. Porque sí, ya vemos que hay un nervio que me lo está presionando, es un disco ahí, el que van a estar así ahí. Y que no tengo dolores en el pecho.
Yeah, so maybe still in the next, say, week or two. It would hurt. So, I was expecting little dude to get there, get an antenna up, use one of his friend's phones so he can at least communicate with one of us and say, I'll be all on frequency. But he knows where we hang out, so, you would think
I've
one
got
of
to go
us
get
two,
the
right?
birds out.
You know, he
There
either
shortly.
try to contact us or he knows when we talk and what frequency, so, none of that has occurred either. Yeah, right. Well, I sent him a message a couple days ago, and haven't got a response back. That's on the phone.
And he ended up coming back, and it turned out it was a power bar shop underneath the cabinet, underneath the tool chest, but it was an older power bar, and it had a lot of dust and everything else on it, and it caught fire, and then lit the wall on fire and everything else, and then it worked its way along the cabinet, and he had an older Camaro in his shop, like a early 80s style, restored Camaro, and that exploded, and then the whole house just went up. Over.
Oh, man. So he lost all that stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everything. Yeah, he lost his radio.
I don't know what that's like.
So we caught the squeeze where they narrowed down from 3 lanes to 1.
I do not understand radio in France. I gotta set my 7300 back up. It's kind of funny. Sometimes I'll be like, I go to change a band, I'll be like, what? Yeah. Ken seems kind of quiet. It's interesting to see that view. Who can recharge me with coins for me to take their... Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. But where are we at on time? Oh, look at that, we're at time. It's 8:15. I'm shutting my live down, everybody. I appreciate you coming in. Follow my YouTube. I'm downloading my lives directly onto YouTube. Have a wonderful day. 73s, everybody. 88s. I appreciate everybody came in here. It was a wonderful live. Yeah, your radio. Now it's time to turn it on. I'll be on 20 meters for a while.